Oh shit. Hold on. We're about to begin. Tappy to tap. Alright. There we go. Alright, all good. We're back to more MSQ. Well, first actually we're going back to sidequests because that's where we left off. Hello. Who was she? I meant to be a warrior. God damn it. Alright. It's fine. I got this. Hey, I know you. You toured the farm. A little more hands-on. I've been assigned a role of cleaner. One of my duties is periodic application was headsets. Here I'm out to few areas and need to my map. Take this extra strand and give a good liberal coating. Let me know when you're done, okay? Sure, let me be a warrior first. There we go. Onwards then. Well, last time we ended up in Heritage Found, which is in the dome. We're supposed to go visit Aaronville's or find Aaronville's mom, but side quests. He's been patiently waiting. He can patiently wait some more. Hello, electro enthusiasts. It isn't a special guest. Do you like this machine? I love the machine. It stores lightning. If you're interested, I'd be happy to show you around and tell you more about our system. Okay. Piqued your interest. Let's head downstairs and see the power converter. He's following me like a weirdo. Okay. Don't mind me jumping on places. It's fine. It's normal to jump on places. It's great to see you folks. That's our food supply facility. We convert lightning into ice. We created a refrigerator system. By the power of refrigeration, we can eat. Good, good, that's good. We do like to eat. Hello, I need to get up there. After lightning converter, transmitted this power converter. Its function is to stabilize and distribute appropriate levels of energy to each household and facility. You look lost. Are you more of a visual learner? Let's pay a visit to the water tank on the north side of town. Okay. Are you still gonna talk about the funny food storage if I go over here? Kinda looks like it will. Just in case. Don't mind me jumping on boxes, mister. Okay, that's just the same conversation. Let's go over here. Hold on, I need to do a little destinate. Don't worry about it. See, no worries. It's a thingy-a-bobber. So after lightning energy is allocated to the residential grid, it's utilized in a variety of ways, one of which is that tank there. Normally, it's versatile for filtering rainwater by using electrode to convert the lightning energy to fire. However, we can have hot water readily available at any time. Amazing. Very nice, very nice. So I'm going to take this bike over here. Hello. No. I just want to talk and learn. That's another big thingy-bobber. These panels enable us to freely adjust each of the public utilities individually. The utility manager monitors the operational status of each facility, keeping an eye out on any problems. Not a glamorous job, but it's important work. I think that covers it. Let's loop back to the thingy-bobber. Okay. Gotta love them thingy-bobbers. Whoop. At least it doesn't seem to be like there's many side quests. Okay, well, I spoke too soon. There's another one right there. Listen to that hum. Excuse me, I would like to get to this quest over here, thanks. I guess I'll go plant this thing. Alright, now go over here, get this quest, this quest, this. Hello, ma'am. You have a problem? A gift for Nick in the mouth. Could you fetch me a vegetable? I'm trying to plan on my dinner tonight, but for the life of me, I can't decide what to make. It won't be much wrong, I promise you. Go speak to Ship Henry, and he's bound to have a few seasonal offerings. Okay. Hello. Did your thing. Welcome back. Thank you for doing that. Wait a minute. Sometime before we need to worry about any Oglop sightings. Oglop! Oglop! Responsible for sanitation was all in the name of keeping our homes free of bacteria. Bugs. Oglobs in particular are the worst offenders. They spread disease through germs they carry. Extermination is non-negotiable. Damn. Does that mean we're not going to have a friendly Oglob? Or are we going to have to murder an Oglob? They're kind of cute, but as cleaners, we have a job to do. Thanks. Hey, look, I could get dye. I'm gonna take money instead. Well, thanks. Bye. Woo. Hello, people. Do not fear. I am here. And that guy is up there. Ba-ba-da-da. Hello. So how'd I do? Hopefully I answered your question. Well, I'd also like to know what's a thingy on your head, but fine. For letting me ramble, though. It's great how much you brush up on my studies. Sure thing, bud. Whatever you say, bud. I'm just here. Hello. Aren't you the guest? Is there something I can help you with? Sure thing, bud. Fortunately, I find no shortage of that here. We have glass jam corn, trolley pumpkin, and sweet potatoes. Take a pick. Do we want pumpkins, sweet potatoes, or glass gem corn? You know what? Because corn, we're gonna go with glass gem corn. Corn is high versus. I'll back it up for you here. We are having quite the corn theme, so it makes sense. It is too bad the corn servant couldn't be here. He would be proud of me. Man, I can't believe I had to deliver a meal plan for this lady. So, you know what? She doesn't like corn? Well, she might have not. She could have not sent me. There's always that. Hello. Welcome back. Did you pick me out something tasty? I have corn. Thank you. Cornbread. Thanks. I do like some cornbread. Where's your bed? Do you have a bed? Or do you sleep in pods? Which is kind of weird. Oh wait, are these beds? No, they're tables. I don't know. Alright, I think that's all. Okay, we good. We can go back to Emma's queuing. All is well. See, that wasn't too bad. That was pretty short. Hello, working resident. I'm afraid I don't know that person. An old woman named Namika. I'm afraid I don't know that person. I'm sorry, I couldn't be of help. Oh yeah, we're asking everyone else to see if they remember, and they suspiciously don't. It's very weird. What's that? Do I know an Namika? Never met anyone by that name. And I've worked at the outskirts for a good while now. If she spent time here, I would remember. Would you? I don't know. Press X to doubt. I do recall caring for someone until recently. You said it was a woman named Namika? Well, I can't say for certain it was her. I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she's just been taken up to the cloud. This is weird. Okay. She's going up to the cloud. No need to worry, everybody. Sure can't wait for this to be dark and messed up while they're taking it in stride. So yeah, shit's weird, yo. Shit be weird. So it was the same for everyone. Not a single person remembers Namika. It's as if the memory of her has been purged from their minds. While such a thing might be done with magic, to alter the memories of so many at once would be a tremendous undertaking. We would have felt a surge of ether corresponding to the act too. I sensed none in that moment. Neither did I. But I did notice something else. Right before Pepone seemingly forgot, a light in the device on his head began to blink. Oh, thank you, Alice. You noticed. Could there be a connection? Someone also said something about soul cells. But who might we ask about this? If we continue making such inquiries, I expect would only cause confusion. Indeed, if we can't readily solve the mystery about Namika, perhaps we could search for Kalkia instead. Speen said to try the Thunder Yards. It should be in this direction. What is that? Hello? It's a little robot. Oh. Gasp. Impossible. Look at his little hands. Another kind of mechanical soldier? It looks dangerous. We better destroy it. Okay, well, come on. You don't have to destroy it. Or like everything you see. That doesn't really look like a soldier. Oh, wow. Look what you did. Should we give chase? I think it understood our words. It might be worth asking it some questions. Aaronville, are you alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's nothing. I'm fine. Well, I went off in the direction we're headed anyway, so let's try to track it down. Hey. Hey, Peppy. You good boy. You can go downstairs if you're too hot, baby. It's faster than it looks. I do not see it. Thanks. Thanks, guys. You're very helpful. No sign over here. Nothing but birds here. He heard of him. Who'd you hear? Is it your mom? That'd be weird. There it is. Up there it goes into a mysterious cave. You found it? Yeah, it's over there. Went into a hole. Pretty rare, right? To the northeast, and it must be bound to the mines. Come on, then. It could well be a trap, so let's not rush in too quickly. Nodders. Let's go talk to the funny robot. It's a funny bird. A thunder spirit. Bye, funny bird. This almost looks like a dungeon, but I don't think it is. I heard voices come from the inside, so it's not alone. But we're still going in, of course. This may be a trap. Be ready for a fight, everyone. Okay. Ooh. It's an aether current. They led me straight to an aether current. Excuse me, while I grab this aether current? Thanks. Cool. I can hear several people up ahead. I can't make out their conversation with the echoing. Let's keep going, stand on guard. What shall we find? Oh, voice? Voice? Creepy music? Yes, yes. Hello.
What is this?
And do it be some kind of robot?
Aaronville!
A trap?
It really is you!
His mom.
Huh?
Huh?
Who?
I just have to get a look at you in the light. I can still hardly believe my eyes. But it is you, my darling little spirit.
Oh.
My darling, what now?
What happened to you?
Oh, it's so good to see you, my fussy little bug.
Aww.
What are you doing here? What brings you all this way?
Fussy little bun bun.
Why the long face? Aren't you happy to see me after all this time?
I know that laugh anywhere. Mother?
Wait. Since when was your mother a weird floating thing?
Yeah?
And what have we here? Say, aren't you Glue Jaja's kitten?
Yeah.
I knew I recognized that adorable fuzzy face. Eleanor's spirit was always so excited whenever you invited him over to play. You remember me, I hope.
I can't say that I do, but you know my father?
Appearances notwithstanding, it would seem this is my mother, Kafkiwa.
She's a Vivi.
I'm sorry?
Oh, this won't do. Come in. The friends of my Eleanor's peer are always welcome.
All I ask is a little forewarning. No.
Just when I thought I was starting to get a handle on this place, how are things still getting stranger?
Well, welcome to Final Fantasy. Welcome, lot. This is a Final Fantasy adventure, and they're always weird. What's this music? Interesting. As far as I can tell, this is indeed my mother. I can think of few people in the world quite so spirited. But as to what's happened, we'll need to ask her. This is probably why Speed was hesitant to say anything. Sigh. Let's hear what she has to say. Wait, I want to see the boxes. Oh well. So can we get some details, ma'am, of what the heck is going on? It's level 97. Nope, okay. You don't sound really like a robot, but I'm gonna give you a bit of a robot voice. It's so wonderful to meet you all. And the students of Baldesion. It's been a while since I heard that name. Dare I ask the reason for your appearance? Oh, it's just a body that I control remotely. I use this for our operations. Oh, okay. It's just a robot. A remote control robot. Okay. I thought her soul got shoved in a puppet. We're members of a resistance organization, Oblivion. We call ourselves, and our goal is to thwart Zeralja's ambitions for conquest. As a leader, it's prudent that I remain here where I can't be easily found. I see. Whimsical appearance notwithstanding, yours is a serious cause. Right you are, though truth be told, Oblivion was founded for an altogether different purpose. And that is? As I expect you've already noticed, everything you see within this dome, the buildings, the people, the very earth beneath our feet, is a fusion of two worlds. Stopping such a fusion was Oblivion's original plan. Then does that mean you know who or what is responsible for it? I'm afraid not. This was a long time ago, and our mission statement has become more of a legend that's passed down to members. By the time we joined, our sole objective was stopping Zeralja. But we failed to do that, and now he's taking his army outside the dome. None of you wear those strange devices on your heads. Does that have something to do with your work? You mean this? It's a regulator, the pinnacle of electro technology, and that we don't wear it is indeed related to our operations. What exactly does it do? Allow me to explain. Regulators have two primary functions. The first, as the name suggests, is the regulation of the wearer's reserve of souls. Should they die, the regulator expends a soul to bring them back to life. Reserve? You mean people walk around carrying spare souls? They do. Souls are packaged in cells, and they can be used to replenish the life force that is lost due to sudden death, such as in accidents. They do nothing for those who die of old age, though. Distribution of soul cells is based on one's work evaluation to encourage exemplary performance when fulfilling their duties. Souls as a common resource and payment for services rendered. The voice and practice of consuming others for their ether comes to mind, and similarly, I expect that the act comes with some risk. That is prevented through a memory management, a process in which regulators also play a role. Memory management is the reason everyone has forgotten Amika's existence. The regulators are constantly recording the memories of their wearer. So if they just should suddenly die, their memories can be refreshed as part of the restoration process. This is how they preserve one's identity and sense of self. However, the regulators are also triggered when someone else dies. Reason being is that regulators forcefully extract memories relating to the deceased from anyone wearing one. Why would they do such a thing? It's a kindness bestowed upon the people by Everkeep's core system, so that no one has to suffer the pain of loss. So this is what it meant by their memories being in the cloud. Indeed. All memories of the deceased are wiped from the minds of the people and archived in the system. It's a frightening function of the regulators and an integral step in soul cell production. So do they, extract the dead? You see, when a person dies of natural causes, their soul is temporarily housed within the regulator. It's then delivered to a facility where memories are separated from the soul. The result is a fresh soul cell, free of impurities, ready for distribution and consumption. Meanwhile, the memories are stored in the core system to be remembered forever. And this is why people are happy here. On its surface, it's similar to the Yokoi philosophy, but I see nothing noble or comforting in it. Well, it doesn't seem so terrible to me personally. All comes down to what you're used to, I suppose. Like the barrier encasing Alexandria, this system was created to overcome the calamity that transformed the world hundreds of years ago. Amidst the mounting death toll, scientists used Electrope to devise a means to save what lives they could, so that the nation could endure. I understand the people of Alexandria did what they believed was best to save their people. I just find it hard to believe the Torali would also accept this way of living. It came as a shock to us as well. In fact, a great many were opposed to it. Which is why the use of regulators was never compulsory. The people have always been free to go without them if they so wish. Speen didn't strike me as the sort of ruler to impose her will on others. Ah, so you've already met. She's the one who suggested we come to the Thunder Yards in the first place. She also said she wants to help us stop Zoralja. Awfully kind of her to point you in my direction, and to speak so candidly as well. Whatever her motives, she has given the people a choice. Live with the risk of true death, or the security of the regulators. Everything that lives must someday die. That is the natural order of things. Quite right. But however you feel about them, it would be easier to understand what the regulators are capable of if you saw it for yourself. I know just the person to show you, and as luck would have it, they should be starting work right about now. Who are we going to see exactly? Come with me and you'll find out. That's a Final Fantasy X reference. Everyone here? Good. It is the responsibility of the Thunder Yards hunters to fell any fiends found wandering the area. We're to meet an acquaintance of mine, Strika, one of these hunters. Or Strika. Listen, there's an ether current over here, so I'm gonna go get it. Oh, I see it. Hello. Bye-bye. Ow. Ether current. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm trapped. There you go. Ow. Hey, local man, how are you doing? It might be food. Hello, Striker. Kakishua? What are you doing here? And with so many friends? Apologies for the interruption, but I was hoping they might observe you at work. Hunting, you mean? That's fine, I guess. Hold on, I assumed they were wearing special regulars like Queen Bean's crown. But they aren't wearing anything at all. It's much too dangerous to be here without one, whether they're struck by lightning or attacked by beasts. I can assure you they are quite capable of looking after themselves. If anything should go amiss, I will take full responsibility. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. Danger aside, there isn't really much to see. Are we just gonna watch her die and see how she gets revived works? Lucia said you're a hunter, but wouldn't it be easier for those mechanical soldiers to guard this place? It would, if not for the fact they're weak to lightning. The Thunderyard being what it is, they've been ordered to steer clear. Some good they are, eh? But these facilities are vital to the upkeeping of Alexandria's infrastructure, so it falls to hunters like me to deal with any fiends. Given the danger, we're well compensated for our work. It's a perfect profession for anyone looking to build up savings. The special selection of souls for hunters isn't terrible either. I brought this lot here to see this danger you speak of, if it's not too much trouble to ask. Ah, of course, in which case it'd be a shame to waste my efforts on just any old beast. You all can handle yourselves in a fight, right? If you cause a ruckus slaying what critters you see nearby, there's a chance you'll draw out something worthy of a demonstration. I'm not sure I understand, but I suppose we should slay what we can. Smack. There we go. Okay. Southeast. How the fuck did... Alright, hold on guys, I need to check this out. There's apparently an ether current somewhat nearby. Hello. There it is. An ether current. Hello. Now that's a little far. So we're just gonna continue the main story. How many more are there? There's 5. Gotta destinate. Oh, we're gonna totally watch her fucking die. She's totally going down. This one will do nicely. Okay. We'll help you. It's fine, really. I faced worse. Just watch. I don't like the looks of this. Let us help. Uh-oh. Oh no! Look out! Arg! Up. There she goes. Oh no, she's dead. Preserve. She needs healing. No, she don't. Yay! Auto life. Auto life in a device. Totally not weird. Oh my god. That was embarrassing. That bastard caught me off guard. Are you mad? Seriously, let us help. I told you not to worry. This will only take a moment. Berserk! Yeah! Just like Zerolja. Come on, let's get out of here. Oh, we got an up-close and personal demonstration of that. That's also a function of the regulator? A berserk move? I think I understand now that how Zerolja was able to return from the dead and defeat Papa. But I'm not sure what we saw at the end there. As soon as the regulator turned red, it was as if you were possessed. Your movements became beast-like. Don't tell me, you empowered yourself with the soul of a beast? I'm reminded of the serpentine soldier we encountered at a vanguard, who did the same. So you crossed paths with one of the king's elite? Such a form can only be achieved from gorging yourself on souls. We could do the same in theory, but it's incredibly dangerous. Besides, it's not as if they'd allow hunters to carry that many souls to begin with. Well, I should be getting back to work. Take care. So they use beast souls to go berserk. And there you have it. Regulators can be loaded with two kinds of souls. Those of peoples and those of beasts. The souls of people can be used to grant the user preternatural strength. Naturally, they can also be used to ensure no one suffers an untimely death. And what about the souls of the beasts? They let you go berserk. They work much in the same fashion, imbuing you with the strength of the chosen animal. If, for example, you used the soul of a wolf, you would grow more agile and feral, as you saw with Striker. Using several of the same type at once, however, would result in physical changes. Your teeth might become fangs, your nails claws. Too many and you'll become more beast than man. Changing one's form through the soul of others beings becomes more and more reminiscent of Void Set. Man, I sure hope Zerolja doesn't end up being a final boss and end up, gorging on a bunch of souls and turning into an fucking monster. Yet, unlike the Void, where the cycle of death and rebirth is simply broken, souls here are forcibly taken before they might reach the ethereal sea. Different means to achieve similar ends. A cycle which all within the dome are bound. This is wrong. This is all wrong. It is indeed hard to accept, being so far removed from our own beliefs. Perhaps more shocking is that the technology to achieve all this was developed hundreds of years ago. The civilizations in the reflections are surprising indeed. Are we gonna get a flashback to Emmett? No? Okay. I'll have our thoughts on souls. For now, the important thing is we know that what powers Zeraldra has at his disposal. It is one thing to separate corporeal ether from incorporeal ether, but to strip memories from soul entirely is unprecedented technology. This is no longer only Tuliola's concern. With this newfound power, Zeraldra has become a real threat to the entire world. Indeed, he has to be stopped no matter the cost. A worth of a soul. Hey. Hey. What the fuck? I'm gonna go hunter her. I reckon the lion's got her scared stiff. We're supposed to meet here. Can you go find my person? Sure thing, bud. I trust you gained an insight into the use of souls in Alexandria. It's shocking, I know. I was overwhelmed myself at first. I expect you'll need some time to digest it all. But for now, let's head back to the earth and sky. At this rate, there's something I want to discuss with her, and let's take a moment before we head into the tunnel. Okay. I'm gonna go over here. There's side quests to do again. Corn servant, you have returned. How'd you get in here? Russell. My, what a pleasant surprise. I hope you've been well since the appearance of this peculiar place. What the fuck are you doing here? When first hearing the rumble of a stomach coming from within this dome, I mistook it for the roar of thunder, but sure enough there was indeed a poor soul in need of my assistance. Would that I could make myself seen to them. I can but assume it was fate that guided you here to see them given the help they need and deserve. Please follow me and I shall take you to them. Okay. Hey Dorian. Pardon me, adventurer, but might I trouble you to lend me your aid? I found myself in a rather troublesome predicament. Earlier today, we were sent a soldier and asked to test out its improved combat functionality. I asked a hunter to take it out on a patrol, but not long afterwards I lost contact with them completely. I know the signal is weak out there, but I can't help but worry something might have gone terribly wrong. From the look of you, you can handle your fair share of danger, yes? Could you go out of the thunder yards and see if you can find them for me? Oh, Shayla, what am I gonna do with you? I keep telling you to take a hunter with you when you leave town. Oh, you're an old lady. Older lady. Well, if it isn't Her Majesty's guest, did you enjoy your tour with your Papa's Halo? I was told you even have to set the water distribution systems to right. You know, I could really use someone when you're Dawntrail about now. The woman in charge of that very farm just left for wilderness without a bodyguard. Seems to me she's investigating something, but that's no reason to put herself in danger. Last I heard, she was seen walking up the hill to the east of the farm. Could you go make sure she's all right? Sure thing. Oh, what a relief you're looking for a young Shatona by the name of Shaloki. Now off you go, and thank you, dear. Okay. Can I help you? Your master's looking for you. The mentor asked you to come find me. Oh no, well, I'm not proud to admit this, but that lighting, it makes me weak to the knees. And not in a good way. This is rather embarrassing, having only just met. But it always helped to settle my nerves when the other hunters would cheer me on. Might I ask you to do the same? Okay. Hold on. I got this. Thanks, that helps a little. I think I'm feeling brave enough to finally set foot out there. But if you could notice me starting to lose my nerve, hope they'll be there to cheer me on again. Okay. Sometimes you will just be scared of thunder. It's thunder. He's a thunder. Lightning and thunder. Ba-ba. Ba. Ba. Hello, corn servant. Try the vegetables from the outskirts, they said. Boy, who could stand to eat this swill? I can't do it. I won't. I man of ever keep desserts better than this. With the perfectly manufactured rations at the production facility, full to bursting with nutrients, I could easily work for days with little rest. But this, I'd sooner starve myself until my work is done. Russell. A rather sophisticated palate, it would seem. Perhaps if I take a generous helping of my kernels, apply a little heat, and pop, pop, pop. There, let us see what he thinks of my popped corn. Oh, 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 oh. What in blazes is this? It's popcorn. This is absolutely delicious. Light and fluffy, and also crunchy, and perfectly salted. Never seen such a thing in Solution 9. And you say this was made from a vegetable? It would appear plants grown down here are not to be underestimated. I believe I owe the farmers an apology. Yawn. Russell, the popcorn was a rousing success. He convinced himself that foods should simply be taken as they are, never realizing they could become so much more given the right preparation. It was heartening to see something so simple as popped kernels could give him a newfound appreciation for food. And with that, I believe our work here is done. I can scarcely imagine where my search for bellies in need of nourishment will take me next. Wherever that may be, I should be glad to see you there. Safe travels, friend. I was still a dragoon when I did this. Oh well. It happens to the best of us. I shouldn't be sleepy, but I am. Hello, trainee hunter. It looks like you need some cheering again. I can't do it. Okay, hold on. Oh, the terrifying pylons. Could you psych me up? Okay. Sometimes you just need a good psyching. Hello. I wanna go home. Asterodia. Poor Discount Riku. Just having a good old tough time. Oh, thank you. Oh, good to have you. I'm sure quite a few are quite interested in watching MSQ right now, but I get distracted by doing side quests, so I'm sorry. Uh-huh. Alright. I'm surprised YouTube would recommend my videos or streams. It's very interesting. Hello. Hey, did you know Felcleave is still good? Hello, I helped you. You saved my life. For a moment there, I thought I'd have to use my regulator. Now, I somehow doubt an adventurer like you just so happened to be passing through. That researcher sent you to find me, didn't he? Listen, I also wouldn't be surprised if I happened to stumble by. This is Final Fantasy. I better head back to explain what happened. You may as well come and join me. I'm sure he'll want to know you're safe. I don't need no regulator to pop me back up. But imagine if that was a thing in raids. That you could just have a regulator. He's like, oh, you died in a raid? Well, don't worry. You have spare soul cells to get you back up. Don't worry about it. The healer doesn't need to worry. Haha, take that. Hello. Don't mind the redness. I'm not actually angry. Okay, maybe a little angry. But, you know, what can you do? Ag, got to be good. That was the last of my souls. I could have really died there. Thanks for your help, by the way. So, what brings you out here to the middle of nowhere? I'm doing side quests. Auntie Nakendi sent you after me. That makes two people who just saved my life then. Would you mind coming with me to see her? I want her to know I'm safe and grateful besides. Nodders. I wonder if it feels weird to have your ears flopped over like that. Maybe, I guess not. She seems fine with it. Hello, Dorian. Yep. Sorry for the trouble. I love these moments. Bye. Yep, thanks. Are you getting escort? You're getting a scolding. Ha ha! Alright, this one's the chain quest, so it might be longer. Welcome back, dear. I can't thank you enough for rescuing this poor, reckless fool of a girl. She's so stupid. So unbelievably stupid. You're not a child anymore, Shayla. Act your age. Now what do you say to the kind stranger who saved your life? Your sorry ass. I know I've already told you once before, but thank you truly. I'm Shaloki, and I'm in charge of Uepi's Halo. To tell the truth, I'm still learning how everything works. I used to be an electro engineer, but for some reason the government reassigned me. And I'm Nakente, the farm's coin keeper. A resident nag, or depending on who you ask. Might we get your name, hero? No, it's Kago. Kago? Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it? Short and sweet. That's a name you'd best not forget, Shayla. You'd be dead were it not for her. Now, why in the world would you leave the safety of the outskirts all by yourself? You've been acting so strangely of late. It's clear you're hiding something, so what is it? Oh, good. There really is no getting past you, is there? Fine, I'll explain. But you have to promise to keep it a secret for now, all right? Truth is, I noticed that the farm's harvests have been shrinking year over year, and I can't for the life of me figure out why. The staff are all doing great work, and as a former engineer, I can say for certain the equipment is all in proper working order. I can even check the pylons, and the readout wasn't totally normal. But I know there's a problem, and the longer we wait, the worse it will get. In a few years, the crops may stop growing entirely. Something has to be done. Well, it sounds serious, and I appreciate that you're taking the initiative to solve it. But I worry about you, Shaylo. I can't have you putting your life in danger. Ah, nag. Cow, would you be willing to help her look into the matter? You're surely not doing anything important like the MSQ, right? As an outsider, your idea of normal is sure to be different from ours. I reckon a fresh set of eyes will be able to spot something we can't. She's right. I could certainly use an unbiased perspective. Would you please help me, Kago? Oh, not a nodder, for a change. Right then. With that said, I think what you ladies need now is a good meal. Have a seat, and your aunties Nakenti will fix you some fresh veggies. Chain quest, here we go. Alright, Kago, time to get started. Or, well, I suppose I've already started. But you know what I mean. First things first, we should have you take a look at the fields and see if you can spot anything that strikes you as unusual. You go ahead and make ready, Shaylo. As coin keeper, it would be remiss to overlook the matter of Kago's payment before she leaves. I'll send her along shortly. Okay then, meet me by the bridge just outside town when you're ready. Okay. Forgive me, Cow, but I wasn't entirely honest just now. You will of course be paid for your services, but there is something else I want to discuss. I have a personal favor to ask you, Ika Kunshale. Can you give her a good smacking? Just a good smack on the ass. She was born after the latest fusion, you see. And her parents, well, none of us can remember them. The townsfolk have all done their best to look after her, but I suspect she may struggle with things she doesn't feel she can talk to us about. Her resentment by the government, for instance. For an outsider like you, however, I suspect she may be willing to open up. Perhaps you could find a quiet moment during your investigation to talk to her. Thank you, Kago. Your help is much appreciated on both counts, of course. Now run along and don't forget to meet up with her at the Southern Bridge. Okay. Woo! Okay, hi, Shaloki. There you are. Auntie really talked your ear off, didn't she? Well, I'll spare you my idle chit-chat. You walked these fields with Her Majesty, right? What was your first impression? Be honest, and don't hold back. Any little critique might help. A location? First impression? I mean, Dreary is right. Oh, I didn't realize that was an issue. But now that I think on it, this place used to get a lot more sunlight in the past. That's why it's called Isolani, after all, where the clouds dry in the Shitona tongue. It's only thanks to electro technology that the farm has survived this long, specifically those pillars at the center of each field. They're a true godsend, converting lightning energy into not just water, but also fire to stave off the cold, and earth to replenish the soil. They were the first thing I thought to check, but they're perfectly functional. Still, you have a point. This isn't exactly prime farmland. Maybe there's an underlying problem with the soil that can't mitigate with our tech. In that case, I say we roll up our sleeves and examine the fields more closely. I'll take the east side, so the west is all yours. Sound good? I guess. Great. If you can spot anything out of the ordinary, just give me a shout. Likewise, if I find anything, you'll be sure to hear me. Now let's get to it. I just want to do the side quests. I just want to do side quests. They say. But I really just want to do the MSQ and find out what's going on. But here I am helping this farm lady. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. It's okay. All's well. Ugh. Tell you what. It's super great. When someone in the house gets sick, everyone gets sick. So it's drained. The effect of electric repeller, perhaps, in that case, the neighbors be wrong. Hey, bike. Crumbly soil. So it's nice and crumbly, and no glaring issues. Warm soil. The soil is faintly warm to the touch. Evidently this equipment is doing its job. If you listen carefully, you can make out a muffled crackling sound from underground. Shaloki will want to hear about this. I should tell her about the crackles. Hey, this one's crackling. This is the field where you heard the funny sound. I'll be. There it is. It sounds to me as though it's coming from deep underground, and I'm impressed you caught it with those little ears of yours. Hey, I have pretty big ear. Listen, just because I'm not a bunny, I have bigger ears than most. Besides, probably elves and bunnies. So, should we start digging? Did you bring a shovel? I guess so. I guess I always have a shovel. It's just not in my inventory or anything. It's just always there in a pocket. You know, the soda feels a little too warm. And what does that smell? Mushrooms? Oh. Uh-oh. Ah, I found something. It's a box. And some sort of measurement device? That's enough crackling, you. Now let's see what's inside the box. Papers, someone's report, it looks like. What's written here? Is it a dirty secret? Did we find a dirty secret? To Shiloki from Ulipi. Concerns about toxic X-ray infestation. Oh. Uepi? The Uepi? How does the farm's founder know my name? And why would they pen me a letter? I write to you regarding my concerns for the future of this farm, as well as their potential solutions. This farm survives by the mercy of its technological support, but if the same crops are planted again and again over a sustained period of time, there's a chance the yields will weaken. I don't believe it. That's precisely the problem we're having. Wow! This is a brilliant discovery, Kago. I need to sit down and read everything that's written here. Will you go and tell Auntie Nakenti about this? Okay. Nodders. I keep forgetting that bunnies live, like, hundreds and hundreds of years. Alright. Man, that's general of farming thing. That you can't just keep planting in the same spot over and over again. It's not good for the land. But I wonder why, because in normal cases it's because, hey, you ruin the soil that way. But they have, like, earth magic? Is earth magic not like enough? Or earth ether not enough to fix it? I guess even with earth ether, the land's gotta rest. Ah, welcome back. The gleam in your eye tells me that there's been progress. Where's Shalo? Oh, where's Shalo? Ah. A letter with her name on it, buried in a box in the fields. Her eyes must be glued to the pages even now. I wish I could offer you more details about UMP, but those memories must have been taken to the cloud. Sure, it must have been very strange to you that we forget the dead. Even we struggled to come to terms with it at first. But we all came to the same conclusion. For the Tarali citizen to make a life for ourselves out here, we would have to wear the regulators, all of us, even baby Shalo. At any rate, what matters is that you've managed to find the lead. Carry on with the investigation, dear, and do let me know how it goes. Shalo said she wanted to sit down to read, did she? In that case, I suspect she's at the control tower right about now. It's a facility that houses the town's electro equipment. She's been hunting the place ever since she was a child. Anytime she needs to read something about that distractions like as not, you'll find her there. As for why she's so taken with the town, I couldn't tell you. Anyway, I'll mark it on your map. Go and check on her, won't you? Hello, Kago. Perfect timing, actually. I just finished reading over the report. Turns out Uepi was a Chitstona woman, and apparently she's also We'll get to that later. More importantly, this report details a major problem she foresaw impacting the farm decades down the line. Which is to say, right about now. It says here she's buried as a microbial colony counter with her findings, so that the moment this particular problem started to manifest in the fields, the alarm would sound and draw someone's attention. Now I wanted to ask, have you ever been to the Isolani station? Our report has suggested a solution for a problem. It requires a special device she apparently left all the way over at the station. Before you say anything, don't worry, I won't be running headfirst into danger on my own again. That's assuming, of course, you would accompany me there. I guess. Thanks, Kago. Make whatever preparations you need to. Then meet me at the Halo. I'll be waiting. To the train station. Bye-bye. All set? Excellent. So what about the problem with the farm? According to the report, the cause of the declining harvest is an infestation of exorays, a type of toxic slime mold. With electropellers fertilizing the soil, everything in the ground stands to benefit. Good or bad. That's why the farmhands weed the fields so aggressively. But by hiding our out of sight under the topsoil, the exorays have had free rein to draw vital nutrients away from the crops. The more they multiply, the smaller our yields. In short, if we're to save crops, we'll need to exterminate the X-rays. And to do that, we'll need a device that's stored at the station. Are you with me? As best as I can be, ma'am. But what I don't understand is why UAPs would store the report and the device in two separate locations. Wouldn't it have been easier to put them both in a box? Oh well, no point in wondering, I suppose. Shall we be off then? She's comforting me. Ah. Oh god. Look at all those talkie points. So flat. Okay, well. Gonna have a lot good old walk to the station. It's fine. I might call it early today for this week. I'm tired. Hello. You're head to Spotty. For the stones, how? UPA's reports claims that she and Auntie Nakanti used to live here. Then the land changed so drastically that the entire village was all but flung into danger. That's when Queen Speed turned up. After some discussion, it was decided the villagers would take refuge in Everkeep. While most were content to stay there, some grew to miss the feel of nature beneath their feet, so they decided to resettle in the outskirts. Auntie and the others could be living in the high life in Solution 9 right now, if they wanted, but instead they remained loyal to the land. Sigh. That dusty old tan means the world to me, Kago. I originally took on the role of engineer so I could help make life easier for everyone. If I'm going to be responsible for the farm, then it's up to me to solve its problems, whatever that may be. Ah, the station's coming up now. Just over the hill to the southeast. I'm not in any hurry to cross the finish line, though. Slow and steady wins the race just as well. If you say so. Oh. Seems a downright waste to me. With a little oil upgrades, these houses could be as good as new. But I suppose it's too far away from the safety of Everkeep. You know, that reminds me. Apparently, Tanawata and the Shitona used to be sworn enemies. Can you believe it? But then some came, Gulu something or other, mended the rift between the two peoples, and came to share the land peacefully. This all happened before Auntie was born, so who knows how many decades ago that was. You've kind of been in here a long time, ma'am. How old are you? I guess apparently you're a youngin' you're a young bunny. I need to get up there somehow. I guess I'll just go up this hill. No. No. Just no. We've come quite a ways now. Look at the view to FF14. When I was little, I attended school there, and with the other kids from the outskirts. That's where I learned all I needed to work as an electrical engineer. Yup wrote her in her report that when she once took those same classes, she said the mysterious machines were a new frontier she couldn't help but want to explore. Then she used the knowledge she gained from her former education to build up UP's halo. Curious as she was about the technology, it seemed nature was her true passion. When I think about all the love and care that went into the halo, I'm not sure I have any business taking charge of it. We're nearly there now. Let's hurry and secure UP's device. Alright, we're almost there. We got this. Run. It's really a sight to behold, isn't it? I hope someday I get to see one of those huge train things running on it, like in the old days. I always had my suspicions, but now I'm seeing it in person. I think I've actually been here before, back when I was younger. All my life I thought it was just a silly dream I had. I remember walking along the tracks, hand in hand with some grown-up, while he talked to me about the station and the lands beyond. Now I think I might know who it is. Here we are at the Gisolani station. Quite the trek, eh? For the land views, people flocked in here in droves, but these days, well, no need to state the obvious, I suppose. Now to retrieve UP's device. I think she was said it was in this building here. I can talk. Promise. Storage cupboard bottom shelf at the very back, Here we are. Apparently this special transformer has already been tuned to the farm's pillars, so it would be forced their exteriors out in the open. Do you remember what I told you before? About how the pillars convert the power lighting into nutrients? To help the soul and the X-rays in turn steal those nutrients from themselves. This device will help the conversion and funneling a massive energy current straight into the ground. In one fell swoop, the bees will be deprived of their food source and given a nasty shock besides. To escape the shocks, they'll have no choice but to form in fruitless bodies and burrow to the surface. That's when we'll strike. Or at least that was UAP's plan anyway. Isn't she incredible? She realized that our soil was at risk of attracting fungi. She planned out a detailed countermeasures decades in advance. I can scarcely believe someone as middling as me could have a mother so brilliant. It's true, I can't. I found some sort of official document together with the rest of the report. It states that upon USP's death, her daughter was to be given full control of the farm once she reached adulthood. Now I've come of age, I've been put in charge of the farm. What else am I to think but that she must be my mother? It feels like something from a storybook. The tale of a humble villager who was, in truth, the descendant of a great hero. But Yuppie is no work of fiction. She was real, and walked these lands just as I do now. When I was first reassigned to Yuppie's Hale, I thought there must have been some mistake. Why me, when there were surely countless others more capable? I still haven't found my answer yet. But if one thing's for certain, it's this. I won't let her legacy wither and die on my watch. At least now we've got a tentative solution for the farm's X-ray infestation. Let's head back to the outskirts and set about putting UEP's plan into motion. You know something? I think I've come to understand why she hid the device all the way out here. I think maybe, now that I'm a homegrown, she wanted me to see what became of the life we once had. Just a theory, mind. After that long walk, I'm sure you must be as tired as I am. We'll enact our extermination plan soon enough, but for now, let's both take a moment to rest. Well, thanks for walking with me. I'll see you when you get back. You know what? Give me a hot chocolate. Perfect timing, Kago. I just been explaining everything to Auntie here. I always wondered why the government would just reassign you UFB's Halo. I never imagined you were the founder's daughter. Honestly, I think they would have been better served choosing someone who was there from the beginning. Someone like you, Auntie. I don't even remember my mother, yet it's because of her that I was promoted to head of the Halo. I may not be qualified to solve all the father's problems, but I can at least solve this one. Kago, it's about time we evicted those unwanted tenants. Once you're ready, get your hands dirty. Meet me at the control tower. There's one last thing I think we need. Well, for heaven's sake, here, I thought she was worried about something serious. If anything, we were relieved that the local was chosen for the role. Sure, she may be inexperienced, but we all know she's not good. Got a good head on her shoulders. She'll grow into time. I understand this whole ordeal has been a lot of trouble, Kago, but I want you to know how much I appreciate all your help. And I hope you'll forgive a little worrying on my part, but you do realize fruitified X-rays are essentially mushroom monsters, right? They're more troublesome than you look, so please be careful. Okay. There you are. Are you ready, Kago? As soon as I integrate this transformer into the controls tower circuitry, those electro pillars are going to send lightning straight into the ground. Your job will be to survey eastern, western fields and stab out any fungal fiends that sprout up. Okay. Take this communicator and wait my signal. Our plan begins as soon as you get into position at the farm. Testing, can you hear me? Transformer is connected and on standby. As soon as I activate it, X-rays are going to come crawling up at full speed. There's no telling how many we have to expect, so be on your guard. Okay. That's fine. No worries. I can do this. I can fight power. Ah, I almost fell asleep. Alright, it's fine. We got this. Gotta go. I heard how many were there anyway. A bunch. Like 3. Wow, you're incredible. You don't even sound out of breath. Well, if you're ready for round 2, I'll reroute the transfer to the fields on the other side. Once you're all done, we meet at the bridge. Okay. There we go. Another down. Okay, hopefully this is the last of the quests. I want to at least make it to Solution 9 before taking a nap. I really owe you one, Kago. With any luck, the exo-rays should be well and truly exterminated. It is now the matter of changing the soil, of course, and taking measures to prevent future infestations. But thanks to you, the Halo is on the road to recovery. Shaylo, dear, do you still have misgivings about your reassignment? None of us are upset by the idea of you taking charge of the Halo. The only thing that matters is how you feel about taking up the position. If this isn't the life you want, it's not too late to change your mind, you know. Thanks, Auntie, but I think I'll be just fine. It's always been my dream to give back to the community that raised me. The way I see it, I've just been given a more direct opportunity to do so. I only needed a little more time to come to terms with it, that's all. When I was walking to Ysolani Station with Kago, I remember that we used to make the same trip with someone else. UFP, probably. I think she used to tell me stories of her homeland. She built this farm so that our people could survive in the outskirts. I don't think that was ever her dream. Deep down, I think what she wanted more than anything was to rebuild Teshipani and the station. That's a dream I'd like to see realized, and it can't be done if I'm content to stay here in the outskirts. I don't know for sure what my next steps will be, but I have a lot of ideas. Oh dear, should the Conqueror be concerned, I suppose. Now then, kind of a warning for you, we may have never gotten to the bottom of this mystery. At the risk of repeating myself, thank you for helping and for caring. You've helped us more than you'll ever know. And I actually really enjoy our trip to the station. Next time I have business out there, you'd better clear your schedule. Thanks. Alright. Side quests are done. Can continue with the main scenario. Hopefully. If there's another batch of side quests that pop up, I'm just gonna call it and go to bed. Embracing oblivion. Alright, well, come on, what you want? I'm sorry for delaying us, but I have some thoughts I need to share. In both technology and values, it's plain there's a wide gulf between Tuiolo and Alexandria. And while Zerolja knows everything about us, we know hardly anything about what he's become. Indeed, we haven't seen what it lies within that enormous tower Everkeep. So here I'd like to make a proposal. That is, we work with Kakuja and her people. We need to learn as much as we can about the enemy. The quickest way would be to join hands with Oblivion. We only just met him, I know, and we shouldn't be too quick to trust, but the fact remains that they share our desire to stop Zeraldra. Speen, too, claims to be at odds with the King of Resolve. Might I ask why you would cooperate with Oblivion instead? It's simple, really. Their leader is Erenvel's mother. Meanwhile, whatever Speen may feel, she's a ruler of this nation. There's a greater risk in working with her, and less reason to take her at her word. A fair point, and knowing Zeraldra, we must assume that his arrangement with Speen was not made without some consideration. All I know is that it would be heartening to have allies in this strange realm. I think everyone would agree that any help we can get would be welcome. Hold on, there's no guarantee that it's actually my mother behind the machine. Without seeing her in the flesh, we can't rule out the possibility of a ploy. If it turns out to be a trap, we endanger not only ourselves, but everyone in Tuiolo. As you say, we have no proof that it really is Kakushia. But I make a proposal in full awareness of this. Whether we're going to war and striving for peace, we need to learn as much as we can. Otherwise, we can't hope to do anything meaningful. As it stands, we know too little about this realm. We need to remedy that. We need to study the enemy, and when the time comes, strike down Zerolja for good and all. What's more, I trust you, Erenvel. You always had great instincts honed from your time training under your mother. What if I'm wrong? What if sentiment is clouding my judgment? That's always the way of it with you. Fine, if you're set on this, then I'll say no more. Nodders. And it's settled. Let's head inside and secure ourselves some new allies. Nostalgia. Kakushia, there's something I need to tell you and your people. We came here for no other reason than to strike down Zerolja. But I thought he was your brother. Do you really mean to kill your own kin? My kin invaded our nation and murdered our people. As vow resolve, it falls to me to bring him to account. I am prepared to do what I must, and I won't hesitate when it comes. Like us, you and yours oppose Zerolja. In light of this, I propose that we work together to stop him once and for all. I realize this is sudden, that it's a gamble to trust someone you've only just met. But I would trust in the conviction of anyone who shares my goal. So fight with me, I beg you. As you say, our goals align, and I don't doubt your resolve in the least. If you hadn't proposed working together, I would have done so instead. Truth be told, it's been tough going at it alone. While we've gathered ample intelligence, we don't have the strength to take decisive action. Besides, how could we not trust you? My only son is with you, my fussy little bun-bun. He's all the reason I need. Then it's decided. Here's to a fruitful collaboration. Nodders. Nodders. Thank you, Kakusha. Everyone, together we'll achieve great things, I'm sure of it. Then let's not waste any time. We've been wondering about Zerolja's whereabouts. Is there a place inside that tower? After a fashion, the king resides on the uppermost level. But while Queen Fiend has a penchant for going out in public, he seldom shows himself. What's more, his movements are highly classified. Not even his commanders are privy to that information. If anyone knows where he is at any given time, it could only be the Queen. Even if we don't know his whereabouts, Zerolja will eventually march on Toyol again. That's when we can go after him. The drawback is we'd have to wait for the invasion to happen. Innocents would be put in harm's way. There's also the possibility that he'll leave everything to his minions and not command the army in person. No, he'll take the field. What makes you so certain? My brother has always yearned to surpass our father. That's why he attacked Toyolol. After waiting for 30 years, the first thing he wanted to do was demonstrate his newfound strength. But killing Papa didn't satisfy him, so now he's bent on proving himself stronger than me and Kona, who bested him in the rights of secession. He challenged me to strike him down. He wants a duel to show everyone that he's superior to the Dawntrail, and he won't let his minions deprive him of that pleasure. Then why hasn't he appeared and given you your chance? Surely he's aware of your presence here. At that, I can only guess. Perhaps he wants to dazzle us with his wondrous realm. But if he won't disdain to appear, then we'll force him to do so. Even as we gather intelligence, we make no move to attack him. Show absolutely no interest in a confrontation. Knowing him, he'll tire away and turn his attention to Kona instead. He'll attack Toyol again, like he said he would. I see. If you believe this is the best approach, then we have no objections. Fuck. Any campaign against Toyol requires that Zerolja lead his forces through Vanguard. We'll have Loka to keep an eye on it day and night. Such a strategy is certainly viable. If we're proceeding with it, though, we should warn those outside. Indeed, they'll need time to prepare their defenses. I should be glad to coordinate our efforts. I'm already in regular contact with Y'shtola, and we'll make sure to keep our comrades apprised of the developments. You can leave the vanguard to us. We'll send word at the first sight of movement. It seems we have a plan. While we wait for Zerolja's move, you'll do well to prepare for battle, and it begins with familiarizing yourself with the technology that empowers him. To that end, I'll show you to Oblivion's headquarters. Oh, I thought this place was it. You'll be impressed to know that we're located right inside the tower, in the residential district of Solution 9. Hiding a tree in the forest, as it were. The only question is how to get you through the checkpoint. Ah, about that. Sween said that she'd make it so we could enter without issue. She did. Curious. She's not supposed to have such authority over the sentries. If I recall correctly, her words were that she would register us as guests. I see. Perhaps we're in the clear then. When you're ready, come and meet me at the tower entrance. Before you head out, give us a moment to introduce ourselves properly, eh? After all, names are good to know when we're working together. Well, Oblivion has operators all over. We're the main crew here. I'm Geo, the leader of this hideout. The dependable young twins behind me are Nostalgia and Wayaki. I'm Nostalgia. It's a pleasure to meet you. My sister and I were born and raised inside the barrier. We've been with Oblivion for 3 years, and our main duties are surveillance and provisioning. Twins, eh? That explains the resemblance. Wayaki is a Tonawontan name, unless I'm mistaken. That's right. Our mother is Toyolo and our father is Alexandrian. They wanted to honor both cultures. They're beautiful names. Thank you. Though I have no memories of my mother, I like to think I carry a part of her with me. So what made you decide to join Oblivion? We wanted to avenge our father. Ambrose was his name, and years ago, he was taken away after a scuffle with a soldier over a disagreement. It was a minor incident, so at first we clung to the hope that he'd be released. But when months went by, with no word from or about him, we made a decision to remove our regulators. We had already lost our memories of our mother. We didn't want to lose those of our father as well. They've all forgotten about him now. Everyone who had known him. That bastard. Even here he thinks nothing of his own people. Sometime later, we were approached by a member of Oblivion. Hoping to get justice for our father, we joined the Order. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to darken the mood. No, I appreciate you sharing this. Together we'll avenge your father. Thank you. Something tells me you have what it takes. You introduce yourself too. Go on. It's pretty much the same story for me. And while mine is a Tonawontan name, I haven't the faintest how things are outside the barrier. It's my dream to go see it with my own eyes. Our mother's homeland. Once peace is restored, you must come and visit. The wilds are beautiful and the food delicious. Everyone so nice. You'll love it. And that's us here. We'll meet others in the back room. That's our headquarters. Some of them are a little eccentric, but they have good hearts and all. Olympia. One last thing. It isn't exactly my place to say this, but thank you for seeking out Kosia. She talks about you so much, it's clear how important you are to her. Thoughts? That's all. Be good to your mother while you still can, eh? Well, we'll let you go now. Feel free to use this hideout as you like. Meanwhile? Yep, meanwhile in Everkeep. Gonna seize the Rolja, or Fiend, or both. So lights. Oh, it's Fiend. Oh, that's both of them. Did he get jacked?
You've been consorting with Wook Lamont. No matter. I do not know what you are scheming. But when your realm lay on the brink, you were powerless. You had no choice but to turn to me. Whatever sentiment you may feel for her, it is my power you require. Is it not?
Perhaps. And yet, knowing the love that Wooglamart bears for her people, how she regards them all as kin, I cannot help but wish to spare her the same pain I have suffered. What's more, her friends possess new knowledge. Were we to work together, we might find another path. I know you're loath to consider it, but is there no hope for peace with Tuliolo? What we've already done may be unforgivable, but it needn't continue. You needn't kill your brother and sister.
I slew my only flesh and blood. Yet you attempt to sway me with an appeal to family.
The memory of my father's final moments still fills me with disappointment. Age came for him before I did.
For long years, I sought to prove the miracle. And weak as he was, defeating him achieved nothing. To kill them is my only recourse. Wuklamat and Kona, who bested him as he was in his prime.
This man just has a daddy
They are
complex.
still your siblings, even if not by blood. That such bonds should mean so little to you.
I am bound to no one. Serve none save myself. I made that clear when first you spoke to me in the Golden City. Remember, I can easily kill your beloved family. If you will protect them, cast aside any foolish notions. Your wisdom and abilities are valuable insofar as Argos align. So think well before you act, Queen of Reason.
Wuklamat, if you are father's worthy successor, then you will find your way to me. But should you fall short,
I will lay waste to Tuli Yolal.
Such a daddy complex.
What now?
No, you tried. But yeah, there's no reasoning. There's no talking him out of this. Lucia is waiting. Let's head up to the tower. It's time to finally get to the town. It's turrets. Hello, Sentry. Ah, there you are. If Queen's Bean has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, well, we get shot. Then you may have a swarm of Zoralja's minions to deal with. Nothing for it but to see if Speen has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass if you'd be so kind. Outrunner Guide Unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome, guests of Queen's Bean. What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits. Yay, we made it to town. Finally.
Everkeep, a tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Yeah.
Spectacular, isn't it? There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electro, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo. Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment educational than dry explanations.
That is fair.
And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoralja's dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore.
I had a feeling you'd be keen.
Adventure.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the sentry scrutiny.
Yay!
The elevator
We
to
made it
South
to
Coast level.
solution
I
9.
wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine, provided you act like you
Thank
belong.
you, thank you.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
We will. We finally made it.
Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
It's impossible, Cryo. I'm gonna attract all the attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector. The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Yay.
Understood. We'll see you later.
Later. Oh, they're just gone. Okay, bye, guys.
I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
Fair enough. Man, they just poofed.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
Oh, it's a very big tower, Wooklamont.
What aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe.
Alright, if you say so.
But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her.
I'm super beefy.
They've been through a lot together.
I got the muscles.
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
We did indeed.
Wait, what? You did? Eleanor, why didn't you mention this sooner?
Well, 'cause a lot's been happening, ma'am. Well,
You want to explore together?
sure thing. Us.
Not that I'm scared or anything.
Mm.
Everything is just so different from home is all.
Mm-hmm. If you say so, ma'am. Nodders. Look at this place. It's so big. Hold on, Pokemon. I need to go over to this weird shard. Look at this. So funny. Don't mind me as I lick it. Lick the rock candy. Information center. Excuse me, I'm gonna ask for direction. Hey! Angel snacks. They're the rage. This just looks like astronaut food. But whatever. Alright, Pokemon. You wanna go? Towers inside a tower. I see, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. Okay. Alright, how big is this? Oh my god. Wow. Let's just do what she says and go straight ahead. I bet. They kind of look like blue gummy worms. But sour. Hello, come on. Hold on, I need... Guys, I feel like this is a safety hazard. There's not even a railing here. I guess there's sort of a railing here, except that, like, here. I feel like there should be a safety net. Imagine reaching for that fucking attune and then you just fall over. Would be unfortunate. Oh god, maintenance is happening. Well, I'm gonna be forced to get off. Quick, look, come on, we're gonna get kicked. Ugh, a crossroads already. This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. Right, I've made up my mind. Let's head to that building there. Which building? Okay. Ah. Man, such a chill vibe in here. That's a big building. You want to climb to the top? Is there?
Ah, there you are, Lamati.
Hey, it's the queen. It's Pseudo Garnet.
Sphene.
Hello, Sphene.
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Yeah, how'd you pull that off?
Ah,
Well, that's
there you
thanks
are,
to you.
Lamati.
I love the FF9 music.
Now,
Sphene.
I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request. I was worried you might have had trouble
yeah?
at the checkpoint.
What is it?
But I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
An important one.
Okay. I get a lot of those. Just saying.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a
What's that
request
guy
to make of
wearing?
you.
Is that a jogging uniform?
Oh, a request you said.
Yes, an important one. I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zoralja.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. I'll say it plain. Be that
I
as it
want
may,
you to make
I
peace
don't
with
want you to fight
Zoralja.
him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
Unequipped with regulators as you are, we have come no
risk is
closer
too
to seeing eye
great.
to eye, nor do I condone his methods.
Listen.
I appreciate your concern.
Be that as it may,
You ask the
I don't
impossible.
want you to fight him. I
I'll
don't want
be
you to
fine.
regret a decision made in
Zoralja
anger and
murdered
haste.
Our father. His minions slaughtered our country.
Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop. I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible. You love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Zoralja murdered our father. Will not. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war.
Look at that flashy guy.
As
Do
vow of
understand.
resolve, it falls to me to
Too
stop
well.
him.
Let me
I know
say
you love
only
your
this,
people
then.
too. And so you must
Zoralja
understand
will
how I
use
feel.
any means
Why
to
I
win.
cannot,
If you would
will
protect your
not
people,
back
return
down.
to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. I do understand. It may ring hollow coming too well. Queen of an enemy nation. Let me say only this then. Unlike me, Zeralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can.
You really are a curious
It may
one.
ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy
She
nation.
could probably say the same to you.
You needn't worry for us.
But
We have
unlike
dependable
me,
comrades holding the fort in
you still
Turisala.
have the power to determine your own fate.
They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here. You really are a
Nodders.
curious one. Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable
Never
comrades
fear.
holding the fort in
I'm
Turisala.
here.
They'll keep everyone safe.
I'm
So
here,
we can
and I
devote our attention to
basically
affairs here.
can't die.
Do you have comrades on whom you can rely? Please.
I believe in you,
I
Stola.
am for you.
And Alphano. Mostly you, Stola.
We'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'm a queen.
About me?
Well, yeah.
To be frank,
Do you have comrades
we're
on
still
whom
not
you
sure
can rely?
whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if
I
you
am
have
for
a
you.
moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you. You know,
Tour
we'd
guide.
like to learn more about you.
You're asking me about me to show you around?
To be frank,
Yes.
we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So,
but I
if you have a
jest.
moment,
I'm
would you show us around the district?
Interest in me.
That way, we can get to know you better.
Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests. You're asking me, the queen, to show you around?
Cool, cool.
If you like, I
You-
can introduce you to my citizens too. Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me.
It's almost like we're weirdly
Very
alike.
well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself.
This will be an enjoyable and enlightening
If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means,
Well,
we're in your capable hands.
I promise.
That you are.
Anyway,
This
maintenance.
will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour. I promise.
Oh. Thanks for coming back, Cameo. I hope you had a good evening. I shall log off for the day and think on our little adventure in Solution 9. Everyone have a good day, okay? Bye-bye.